Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, rahimakumullah, alhamdulillah, Allah SWT give us tawfiq and hidayah to continue our lessons in this Saturday night. And today, 17th March 2012, inshallah we continue our discussion on book Riyadh Saliheen. Last week we discussed chapter 14. The name of the chapter is Bab fil iqtisad fil ibadat, about iqtisad fil ibadat, mean being balanced on our ibadat. So previously Imam Nawawi gave the chapter about there are many ways to do good things. Alhamdulillah, there are many ways to do good things, but some people, they being extreme in doing some ibadat. They being extreme in doing some ibadat. So they make hard about this ibadah. So that's why Imam Nawawi made the special chapter named Bab Iqtisad, the need to be balanced in an ibadah. Just to remind us, so Imam Nawawi would like to stress about this religion, that this religion is a human religion. So it's easy. Every human being able to apply this religion. In the first verse, Surah Al-Taha, quoted by Imam Nawawi in this chapter, in the beginning of this chapter, Ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'ana litashqa. So this is important principle. Ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'ana litashqa. Allah SWT not revealed to you, not sent to you this Qur'an litashqa, to give you problem, to make hardship for you. So this Qur'an, in principle, not to make you in a problem. Okay, so this is representative of Dinul Islam. This Quran is representative of Dinul Islam. Okay? And again, in other verses, in Surah Al-Baqarah, after Allah SWT said about fasting, which some people say that fasting is not human. It's not human because how can people not eat and drink since the dawn, since 5 o'clock until around 6 o'clock? Okay. So some people say it's impossible. But it is approved empirically. Many people, even children, able to do this, and they're okay. They're just okay. Now Allah Taala said in Surah Al-Baqarah, "Yuridu Allahu bikumul yusra, wa la yuridu bikumul usra." Allah SWT want to you easiness, and Allah SWT didn't want to you hardship, problem. Okay, but again, the problem is some people being extreme about this religion. And maybe it doesn't mean that they have bad intention. It doesn't mean that they have bad intention. So this is another important lesson. This religion actually easy, but some people, they being extreme about this religion. To give you an example, actually this hadith we read last week, and Anas radiallahu anhu qala, from Anas radiallahu anhu, Anas said, Dakhala Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam al-masjidah. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered the masjid, the mosque. فَإِذَا حَبْلٌ مَمْدُودٌ بَيْنَ سَارِيَتَيْنِ. So there's a rope between the wall of the, or between the wall in the mosque. So Prophet ﷺ said, مَا هَذَا الْحَبْلُ. What rope is this? قالوا, then people say, هَذَا حَبْلٌ لِزَيْنَبْ. This is rope of Zainab. Okay? Why? فَإِذَا فَتَرَتْ تَأَلَّقَتْ بِهِ. When Zainab feel tired in performing prayer, so Zainab is hang on this rope. So Prophet ﷺ said, فَقَالَ النَّبِيُّ صلى الله عليه وسلم كُلُّهُ. So turn away this rope. لِيُصَلِّ أَحَدُكُمْ نَشَاطَهُ فَإِذَا فَطَرَ فَلْيَقُلْ. So Prophet ﷺ said, so just take away this rope. And then, so people, they make prayer when they are fit to pray. When they feel want to sleep, then they just sleep. Okay. So again, the problem is this religion actually easy, but some people get being extreme in some ibadah, in some amal. Okay. So again, basically, this religion is an easy religion. Even in the hadith, Prophet ﷺ said, "Ad-dinu yusrun." This religion is easy. This religion is easy. Okay? Ad-dinu yusrun. So to complete our discussion about last chapter, We'd like to also read another hadith, the last hadith in the chapter. An Ibn Abbas radhiyallahu anhuma, from Ibn Abbas radhiyallahu anhuma, qala, Ibn Abbas said, Bainama Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam yakhtubu. So when the Prophet sallallahu made khutbah in the mosque, so idh huwa rajulun qa'im, then there is one person standing. Fasala anhu. So Prophet sallallahu asked about him, why he is standing, why he keeps standing. So people say to Prophet ﷺ, explain about these people, this man, huwa Abu Israel. So this name is Abu Israel. Nadara ay yaquma fi shamsi wala yaqud. So this person, Abu Israel, make nadar, vow in English, make nadar. He make nadar first, ay yaquma fi shamsi. He like to standing on the sun, on the sun side. Wala yaqud, and also he made a vow not to sit down. He's standing. Wala yastadilla, wala yatakallam, and he didn't go to yastadilla, to go to the to go away from the sun, from the sun side. Okay, yastadilla. I mean, if you are away from the building, so you're directly from the sun. So these people, Abu Israel, make a vow to standing in that place and not go to a better position. Okay? So this is wala yatakallam, and he also make a vow not to say things. So he make a vow to be silent. And then wayasuma, and he also make a vow to perform fasting. So there are many things to standing in the sunshine. Standing in the sunshine and not to sit down, not to go to other place, a better place, and then not to talk, and then to do fasting. And then what is said by Prophet Sallam? فَقَالَ النَّبِيُّ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. Prophet Sallam said to people in the place, مُرُوهُ فَلْيَتَكَلَّمْ وَلْيَسْتَذِلَّ وَلْيَقْعُدْ وَلْيُتِمَّ صَوْمَهُ. So about each of the four, Prophet Sallam said, ask him to say things, don't be silent, to speak words. Wal yastadilla, and to go to a better place to protect him from the sunshine, not to standing in the hot place. Okay. Wal yaqud, and also to sit down, Wal yutimma sawma, but this one, his vow to do fasting, Prophet ﷺ said, keep the fasting. He made nadar to do fasting. So about this, Prophet ﷺ not tell him to stop the fasting, but say to him, فَلْيُتِمَّ صَوْمًا, to complete his fasting. So this is first, of course, the lessons related to this hadith, that this is example about people who also being extreme about this religion. This religion, with the whole religion which teach by Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, is easy religion. But then this person make new things. So the scholars, Abu Taymiyyah rahimahullah, say that basically nadar, making vow, is makruh, something makruh. Something is not loved in this religion. Why? Because he makes something new for himself. Like this condition. He put something new to himself. I mean, he obligate himself, which is not obligated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is basically makruh. Okay? Basically it's makruh. So again, these people is another example about people who get being extreme about this religion. So he put something really hard for him. Why he's standing? While this religion allow people to sit down, it's okay to sit down, while he made full to standing. And he thinks by making standing, keep standing in the hot place, it will be better. But it's not better. Because the best is the one which we follow the religion of Islam. That's the best. That are the best. This is the first lessons, to be balanced in an ibadah. Balance mean to follow this religion. To follow this religion. In Arab, balance mean awsat. Awsat mean the wasit, the middle way. The middle way means, but the middle way means the right way. The middle way means the right way, following the teaching of Islam, the teaching of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the first lessons. Okay, but an explanation about nadar or foe. So basically, foe is makruh. So it's better not to do any nadar. So
makruh, not haram.
This Al-Uthaymin said, some ulama said it is haram. But basically, in general, scholars say this is makruh. Because there is, maybe this hadith also explained, like, he make nadar to sawm. Prophet ﷺ didn't, he said continue. So it means it's okay. So that's why nadar, this scholar explained there are three kind of nadar. First is nadar which is like oath. Like an oath. For instance, when you say something, then people say, is it true? Is it true, or you didn't make lie? So you say, if this is not true, I will make sound tomorrow. Understand the situation? So if what I say is not true, I will make sound tomorrow. I will make fasting tomorrow. So this is like an oath. Qasam in Arabic. Qasam. So the position is like an oath. If what he will done is okay, it's not something haram, so he should perform it. For instance, if it is done, it is wrong, what he said is wrong, then he need to fast in the next day, because he already said like that, like he made an oath. But the word is like the word of nadar, because the word is like if, so it's like nadar, but its position is like an oath. And maybe we heard this many times. If this is not true, I will do this. If he or she said these words, then he need to perform this. It's an obligation for him to perform, as long as this is not haram. Okay? For instance, if he said, if this is not true, then I will drink khamar tomorrow. So then he is forbidden to perform this nadar. Okay? So then scholars explain, if he didn't perform his nadar in this position, then he should perform kafarat. And this kafarat is same like kafarat of oath. So in Islam, when people make oath, he make a qasam. In English, oath.
Yes.
Oath. Then he need to perform kafarat. In Surah Al-Ma'idah, verses 89, Allah will explain, kafarat of an oath is first to feed people, to give people food, 10 people, 10 masakin, 10 needy people. And if he cannot do it, he can give people, 10 people, masakin, dress, kiswatu, a dress. Give them the dress, which is your common dress. Food also your common food. So as you usually eat in your daily life. And the third is to free a slave. So this is the option. How if these people cannot afford this? He cannot give 10 people food, he cannot give 10 people dress, and he cannot find a slave today. So alhamdulillah, then he can make sawm for 3 days. So for 3 days. And the scholars also explain this kafarat is not can be done in free time. I mean free time. If he didn't do the oath, then he can perform after it or the next time. Okay? But he need to remember this oath. Okay? So this is two part, like a oath. But if he didn't perform this oath, then he should do the kafarat. But if the thing he wanted to do is haram, then automatically he cannot do it. Then he performed the kafarat. And the third one, if what he wanted to do is halal, then he need to do it. He need to do this haram. This is said that another like ta'at. ta'at, something ibadat which is allowed in this religion, then he need to apply this nadar. And this is also explained in this hadith. First, the fall to standing, so it is not good because it is harm for him. He's standing and also in the sunshine, so it is not good. He should stop from it and sit down and move to a better place. The last hadith from the previous chapter about iqtisad fil ibadah, being balanced in ibadah. This hadith explains about the person who may fall to standing in the sunshine, and not to sit down, and also not to speak, and to perform fasting. So Prophet Sallam prohibited him to do the other thing, but said to him to complete the fasting, because fasting is allowed in this religion. Okay, so nadar actually is makruh, but if he perform nadar, then he should follow the three things that we said. If it is halal, then he should perform it. But if it is haram, then he should not perform it. It's prohibited to perform this nadar, and he need to apply the kafarat. Okay? He need to apply the kafarat. And even it is halal, but he cannot do it, then he should apply the kafarat. Kafarat to give food for 10 masakin, 10 needy people, or to give a dress, or to free a slave. And if he cannot choose one of these, then he can make 3 days fasting. 3 days fasting. Okay? So again, the lessons is to being iqtisad fil ibadah, being balanced in ibadah. Don't be so extreme, because by being extreme, you make problem for yourself. And by being extreme, the another problem is also you cannot afford this in the long term. I mean, you cannot perform this continuously, istiqamah. Okay? That's why in the hadith which also described in this chapter from Aisha, the Prophet ﷺ said, وَكَانَ أَحَبُّ دِينِ إِلَيْهِ. So the best obedience or the best ibadat of one person is مَا دَاوَمُ صَاحِبُهُ, the one which those person keep doing it continuously. In Islamic terms called dawam, continuously. Okay, so the best deen is something we can do continuously. So if we go something extreme, so we goes away from the basic rule that we are human, because again, this religion is given for us, and Allah SWT knows our capacity as human. So if we put extreme on this, we cannot do it continuously. We cannot do it continuously. Okay, so we continue to the next chapter, which also really related. So because of this, Imam Nawawi rahimahullah continued the next chapter, chapter 15, and he called the chapter Bab fil muhafadha ala al-a'mal. Bab about special bab about to muhafadha, to keep the a'mal, to keep the a'mal. So this is important thing, being able to keep our a'mal, to make our a'mal sustain. So this is the key. Again, in the hadith from Aisha, our Prophet ﷺ said that ahabbuddin, the most loved obedience or ibadat of one person to Allah SWT is the one which he do it sustainably. Even maybe simple ibadat, but he do it sustained. So this is the best. Okay? So related to this chapter, again in the beginning, Imam Nawawi start with the Quran, and first with fi Surat al-Hadid, Imam Nawawi explained Quran, quoted Quran fi Surat al-Hadid when Allah SWT said, "Alam ya'ni lilladhina amanu an takhsha'a qulubuhum li dhikrillah." So isn't it have come time to people of iman, an takhsha'a qulubuhum li dhikrillah, to make their heart afraid of Allah SWT, and remember the dhikr of Allah SWT, to remember Allah SWT. Okay, min al-haq wa ma nazala min al-haq, and also to follow the truth which is come to them. And then this is the part which related to this chapter. وَلَا يَكُونُ كَالَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلِ Don't be like people which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given the kitab before, Ahlul Kitab. What happened with them? فَطَالَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْأَمَدُ فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. The time goes long time for them. فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. So they didn't sustain with the ibadah. And then فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. Their heart become hardened. فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. Okay? So the words here, the point is فَطَالَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْأَمَدُ. The time's up for them, the long time for them, but they cannot sustain in the ibadah. And in other way, they become worse. فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. Their heart become hardened. That's why in the beginning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُم. So isn't it already the time for people of Iman that their heart become afraid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Like khushu, or heart to khushu to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also to remember what is come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the truth which comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And not to become like Ahlul Kitab. Their problem is فَطَالَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْأَمَدُ. The longer the time, but the condition is not being better, but being worse. فَطَالَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْأَمَدُ فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. Their heart is become hardened. So they no longer able to do the ibadah. And the second verses, again, still fi Surah Al-Hadid, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about Rahbaniyah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَقَفَّيْنَا بِعِيسَى بْنِ مَرْيَمَ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then continued the prophet with Isa ibn Maryam. وَآتَيْنَاهُ الْإِنْجِيلَ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to Isa ibn Maryam book of Injil. وَجَعَلْنَا فِي قُلُوبِ الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُ رَأْفَةً وَرَحْمَةً. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made in the heart of the people who followed Isa ibn Maryam ar-ra'fah wa rahmah, compassion and also rahmah, love. You can say love. In Arabic maybe rahmah is clear, rahmah. But they made something new. وَرَحْبَانِيَّةً ابْتَدَعُوهَا. They made new religion, new obedience. It's called rahbaniyah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained that this rahbaniyah is not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah said ibtada'uha. They innovate this. Ibtada'uha. Okay? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said ma katabnaha alayhi. Ma katabnaha means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't told them to do this rahbaniyah. Rahbaniyah is like special people. They didn't do marriage, they didn't do regular life like other people. Okay? And we said there's special people like this, and this is not Islam, and this is not even the religion of Isa alayhi salam. So special people which is they not married, they just do some special. Even in Jews they do special thing, and many other religions. When I discuss with a Japanese professor and talking about fasting, then I ask, is there any fasting in your religions? So is it only special people who do fasting? Special people is like high level people. So this is not the religion of it. In Islam, everyone can do this religion. So it's not divided into for these special people and for these special people. Everyone can do any obedience in Islam. Okay? So rahbaniyah, this is for them. They created this rahbaniyah. Okay? Even the intention is illa ibtigha'a ridwanallah. Again, they have good intention. Same as Zainab. Remember the case of Zainab who put the rope in the mosque to be able to pray in a long time. Good intention, but again, it's not commended by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the beginning. And then, so the problem is فَمَا رَعَوْهَا حَقَّ رِعَايَتِهَا. They cannot sustain this ibadah. Why? Because this is not human. I mean, this is not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They created by themselves, which they didn't understand themselves. How can we make people not to get married? This is their own rules, not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So again, the lesson is if we make something new and we being extreme on it, So we cannot sustain it. We cannot sustain it. But if something comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as explained in the beginning of the last chapter, ad-dinu yusrun. This religion is easy. This religion is easy. Anyone can perform this religion. But if we go extreme about this religion, so this religion become hard, and people cannot afford this obedience or these religions. Okay, this is lessons from this Surah Al-Hadid about this Rahbaniyah. Okay, so about Rahbaniyah, the point is Rahbaniyah is not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ibtada'uha, they innovate this obedience, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't follow them. And even they have good intention in it. Okay, but because this is not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَمَا رَعَوْهَا حَقَّ رِعَايَتِهِ. So they cannot keep this ibadah with good sustainability. Okay? So this is the problem. What is wanted by Imam Nawawi is to say that the important thing is to keep the ibadah, to keep our obedience. Even this is simple obedience, but if we can keep it, inshallah this has become something huge in the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? And the next hadith, the next Quran also quote fi Surah An-Nahl, وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّتِي نَقَدَتْ غَزْلَهَا مِنْ بَعْدِ قُوَّةٍ أَنْكَاثًا. Don't be like a woman. So this is explained in Surah An-Nahl, verses 92. Explain about a woman who spun a cloth. He spun a cloth, but then after the cloth become good, he destroy again the cloth. So this is like, obviously, this is useless. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remind people, وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّتِي نَقَدَتْ غَزْلَهَا. Don't be like those person, those ladies. نَقَدَتْ غَزْلَهَا مِنْ بَعْدِ قُوَّةٍ. He destroyed something which he already built by herself. After it's become good, he destroyed. Okay? Ankatha, it becomes something which is not good. Okay? So that's the thing that we've done actually. If we perform ibadah, for instance, we build our habit to perform ibadah, and then in some time, then we didn't perform this again, as we will see in the hadith inshallah. So again, the lessons is to keep our ibadah. This verses usually mentioned by our scholars and our du'at in the time of after Ramadan. In the time of Ramadan, people build good habit. They read Quran almost every day. They pray at the night every day. But then after Ramadan, it's like these ladies. They broke again those good habit. They broke this again. Okay? So again, don't be like that. This is the lessons. And the last verses, we know these verses are already also used in the other chapter. In the end of Surah Al-Hijr, verses 99, when Allah SWT said, وَعْبُدْ رَبَّكَ حَتَّى يَأْتِيَكَ الْيَقِينَ. And worship your Lord حَتَّى يَأْتِيَكَ الْيَقِينَ. Until came to you al-yaqin. So what is yaqin here? Al-maut. So al-yaqin is al-maut. Because some people say al-yaqin in other books, which is wrong. So we need to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until death come to us. Until death come to us. Okay? So this is the verses quoted by Imam Nawawi. Again, the message is to keep our ibadah. Imam Nawawi remind us about the hadith, وَكَانَ أَحَبُّ الدِّينِ إِلَيْهِ مَا دَاوَمَ صَاحِبُهُ عَلَيْهِ. So the most loved obedience of one people is the one that he can keep sustain. So this is the thing that we need to remember. And if you want to improve, so incremental improvement is something low in religion. So slowly, but we improve this. Every day we read one page. So don't go too hard. Like you want to finish in one day one para, but you didn't. This is not your habit, person. Then start from easy thing. But the point is to be sustained and to improve little bit by slowly. And this is loved by Allah compared to you make hard night. So you complete even one Quran in one night, but then you didn't touch Quran even in 1 month, in the next 1 month, because you think you already finished the obligation of 1 month. Because some Sahaba said that Hajrul Quran, to leave Quran, so this is our problem actually. Leave Quran, some Sahaba said the limit is, if we cannot complete reading this Quran in 1 month, so that's Hajrul Quran. So if we not complete this in 1 month, some Sahaba said, I little bit forget, in my remember this is Ibn Mas'ud, but I'm not sure. Ibn Mas'ud said, if we cannot complete one Quran in 1 month, so this is called Hajrul Quran. We already turn away Quran. Okay? As said by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. Okay? But again, don't push too hard. Start from the easy thing for us. If we can start even one page each day, even half page each day, but the point is sustain. This is the point, being sustained. Okay? So the hadith read in this chapter first, and Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu. From Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu qala, Umar said, qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet said, man nama an hizbi min al-layli aw an shay'in minhu faqara'ahu ma bayna salati al-fajr wa salati al-dhuhri kutiba lahu ka'annama qara'ahu min al-layli. So this is about people. He have hizbi. Hizbi is part of Quran. For instance, you have commit yourself to read 1 page of Quran every night. So this is called hizbi. Your part of Quran, your daily part of Quran, your daily dhikr of Quran. But then in one night you miss to read this dhikr. So, any quantity of your, for instance, 1 page, half page, 2 page. So, but then you slept before you read this part. أو عن شيء منه, or you haven't finished all of this. Your commitment is to read 1 page where you only read half page, but then you slept. And then he read this in the next day between Fajr and Zuhur. Right? Between Fajr and Zuhur. Kutiba lahu ka'annama qara'ahu min al-layl. Then this amal will be written in his book of Ahmad as he performed in the night. So it's like qada. It's like qada. Okay? So actually, scholars explain about this hadith. Hizb actually is read in the Qiyamul Layl. So hizb read in Qiyamul Layl actually. But again, we can improve incrementally. We can start with, for instance, half page and we read. We can increase half page but in salah, in our prayer. And actually what is meant in this hadith is in our prayer. That's why he read in the next day is he performed the prayer in the next day, qada, as we also find in the hadith. But this is also related if we read. Even if your commitment is to read, still we can do qada. Still we can do the qada. The point is, the scholar say, if you have amal and you try to replace our amal because we missed this, so it is proof that you care about the amal. Okay. If you miss this and you try to replace to qada, so it is so that you really care about this amal. Whereas you, for instance, your hobby is to go fishing every week. Then in 1 week you miss this time. If you really love this, what will you do? You will find some time. There should be one time I should have my fishing. Because you love this. If you love to do something and then you miss this, so in the next time you will find some way to perform this. So this is what people done when they love those actions. So this is also Prophet ﷺ explained about some scholars say this hadith say how those people love this amal, this hizb min Quran. So, and our lesson is to have this kind of hizb. And let's start from tonight. Even again, one ayah, even one ayah. But we have commitment to read every night one ayah. And if we slept, then we call it tomorrow. And if we can perform in a prayer, then it is also better. This is the best. Okay. So the lesson from this hadith, our Prophet ﷺ said to qadar our commitment of Ahmad. Al-Hizb. Al-Hizb. Okay. Al-Hizb means our part of dhikr. Okay. So the lesson is we should have this hizb. We should have this hizb. So define your own hizb. It's free, but also care about the slow incremental improvement. Don't push too hard. What's your
Hizb.
yeah, hizb?
Hizb mean party.
Yes, party.
Ah.
Party is in this common situation, but the root mean is like part. Hizb of Quran mean part of Quran.
Jamaat.
Yes, yes. Yes, this also means Jama'at is better. Hizb, so meaning is part of Quran. You're part of Quran. Okay, then if you miss, then perform qadar. And inshallah it will written as it is performed in the night. Okay. So the next hadith still related with this. An Abdullah ibn Amr, from Abdullah bin Amr ibn As radhiyallahu anhuma, qala li Rasulullah sallallahu. Abdullah said, the Prophet sallam said to me. So this is Prophet sallam said to him, Abdullah bin Amr bin Al-As, Ya Abdullah, la takun mithla fulan. O Abdullah, don't be like fulan, like someone. Why? Kana yakumu layla fataraka qiyamal layl. He used to be perform salatul layl, qiyamul layl, fataraka qiyamal layl. But then he left away. He didn't do again his qiyamul layl. So this is again the problem. Kana yusalli, kana yakumul layl. And in Arabic again, kana yakumu means he always do the qiyamul layl, fataraka qiyamul layl. So the problem is the unsustained Ahmad. He used to perform this, but then he left this Ahmad. And this is warning from Prophet Salam to Abdullah bin Amr bin As, and alhamdulillah it's become also our lessons. So what should we do is to perform things as we can do it. If we can do one night, one rakat of witr, then start from this. And then 3 rak'at, and we can improve. And in another hadith, Prophet Sallam always perform 11 rak'at. This is some hadith. Even some scholars say it is okay to more than 11. So it is okay, but then scholars say the best is in these numbers. Keep in the 11. Okay, this is ikhtilaf among. The problem is we can do it based on our capability, because the key is to be sustained. This is the key. Okay, so yeah, we need to do this improvement to ourselves, inshallah. And the third hadith, one Aisha radhiyallahu anha, also from Aisha radhiyallahu anha, qala, Aisha said, kana Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam idha fatathu as-salah min al-layli min waj'in aw ghairi salla min an-nahar 12 rak'at. Okay? So this is condition of Prophet Sallam. If he cannot perform prayer in the night time because of something, he is sick in the night, so he performed qadar in the next day. But of course, if we perform like witr, it's 3 or 5 or 7, then in the next day it's daytime, so we cannot perform in this odd number. So if you perform usually 3 and you qadar in the next day, you should add to become 4, not 3. And this is Prophet Sallam is he missed 11 rak'at, he performed it the next day, but not 11 rak'at, become 12 rak'at. Okay. Because witr is like the closing of the night, and Allah SWT loved that our rak'at close with odd number. odd numbers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in some hadith say love the odd number, 3, 5 or 7. Okay? That's why also Maghrib is like odd number, because Maghrib is like the close of those day, and Witr is the closing of the night. That's why Witr, this is Sunnah, but one of the mu'akkadah, something stressed by our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so from these 3 hadiths, there are many lessons about Qiyamul Layl, and actually this may be something we need to improve, including me or we, to start to make this habit. Again, incrementally, start from even 1 rak'ah in the witr, and then continue. Okay. Just to remind, there is this of Dariyat, Allah SWT explained about people of Ahlul Jannah. And Allah SWT said, Kanu qalilan min al-layli ma yahja'un. So Allah SWT explained that in the word, these people is a good people. So Allah SWT explained what is good people. So the explanation about good people, Kanu min al-layli, Kanu qalilan min al-layli ma yahja'un. In the night time, there are few time of them to take sleep. Means they take sleep only few time in the night. So this is, mashallah, this is condition of Ahlul Jannah. Condition of Ahlul Jannah. In other place, Allah Ta'ala explained condition of Munafiqin. Munafiqin is explained when they are go sleep in the night, then they are like tree, or say branch of tree. They just like that, and they didn't move. They sleep all the night, only of the bit. So this is Ahlul Jannah. Kanu qalilan min al-layli ma yahja'un. There are very few time in the night they spend for sleep. And even in the story of Bukhari, Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, he said many times of the night of Bukhari rahimahullah, how many times Bukhari spent to wake up in the night? Can you guess how many times Imam Bukhari wake up in the night? Means he wake up and then he sleep. He wake up and then he sleep. How many times? In the story it mentions about 20 times.
20 times.
So Imam Bukhari, he wake up and then he wrote. He studied
About the hadith?
About hadith or about this religion, and then Islam, and then he wake up, he wrote Islam, wake up, he wrote Islam. So this is actually ikhtilaf. Which one is better, to study religion or Qiyamul Layl? Actually, again, based on your ability. If you think it's good to Qiyamul Layl, then Qiyamul Layl. If it is good to study religion, it is also okay. But even if you study religion, like you read, don't forget the witr, because witr again is really stress. It is stress. Okay. Because we know the story of Imam Shafi'i, who spend the night in the home of Imam Malik. Imam Shafi'i didn't perform Qiyamul Layl. He just study about one hadith, take lessons from one hadith. So Imam Malik then said, because the student of Imam Malik, because at that time usually teacher and students stay in one house, so the student can take many lessons from daily life of his teacher. In Islamic term it's called mulazam. So he studied from his teacher not only from this formal, but also from his daily life. So when Imam Shafi'i spent the night in the home of Imam Malik, his student of Imam Malik, looking about the activity of Imam Shafi'i. Then they see that Imam Shafi'i first he didn't make wudu in the night, because Imam Shafi'i able to keep his wudu from his Isha, and he used his wudu for Isha for the Fajr. But also his student Imam Malik see that Imam Malik didn't spend much time to Qiyamul Layl. But then
Imam Malik was student of Imam Shafi?
No.
Imam Malik was teacher.
Imam Malik, Imam Shafi. Imam Shafi spent the night in the house of Imam Malik. In the house of Imam Malik, they are student of Imam Malik. So this student what's Imam Shafi. Agree? So these students, of course, they know Imam Shafi is really famous scholars.
Yes.
So they want to know what his activity in the night. But they found, first, when they have night meal, they said, oh, Imam Malik is a good scholar, so that he eats really much. And then in the night time, he found that Imam Shafi didn't pray much time. He didn't spend much time to pray in the night. And then the third, as far as I know, is that Imam Shafi didn't make wudu before pray of Fajr. So when they meet in the morning, so Imam Malik explained, and let Imam Shafi explain why. So first about the night meal, Imam Shafi said, because I know Imam Malik and the food of Saliheen, I love to eat much food of people of Salih. So because this is the food which is given by Imam Malik, which known by Imam Shafi as a good person, so he loved to eat much from this kind of people. And then about the not pray, Imam Shafi said, at the night he spent the time to study about one hadith. Okay. And then Imam Malik said it is even maybe better than Qiyamul. And about the Fajr, the wudu, so explained that Imam Shafi can keep his wudu of his Isha. That's why he didn't perform another wudu. Okay. So back again the story of Imam Bukhari, there's 20 times he wake, sleep, and wrote. So maybe we question, if he wake and he wrote, when is time to study? Because writing means the knowledge is already in his mind.
Yes.
Then he wrote. What if done? Maybe not writing, reading to load the knowledge to our mind. But those scholars, mashallah, they're writing. Writing is the next level of reading. Reading is to get knowledge, but writing is to write the knowledge that we already have. So this is one of the karamah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the those person is like Imam Bukhari, because he able to remember the lessons from his teacher in the daytime. He remember these lessons again. But the point we like to stress is kanu qalilan min al-layli ma yahjaun. Those good people spend only small time in the night for sleep. So that's why there's a book which written Aina nahnu min akhlaqis salaf. Where is our position compared to the akhlaq of the people, the scholars before us? So we need to make many evaluation. Okay? Even this Qiyamul Layl, it's not. So Allah SWT tell about good people, Ahlul Jannah. But in one verses, fi Surah Al-Isra, Allah SWT even told us to do this. Allah SWT said, wa min al-layli, and in the night time, fatahajjat bihi, nafilatan lak. Perform. Fatahajjat means Allah SWT told us, command us. So this is Ism Amr. This is command from Allah SWT. So this is different from Surah Al-Dariyat. Fi Surah Al-Dariyat, Allah explained about good people and their action. But fi Surah Al-Isra, Allah SWT told us, fatahajjat bihi, perform tahajjud in the night time. But again, nafilatan lak. Nafila means, alhamdulillah, this is not obligation. This is not obligation. But again, nafilatan lak. And what is the reward? Asa ayyab'athaka rabbuka maqama mahmuda. Allah SWT will increase your level, will give you highest level. So again, we need to make many improvement. Okay? Many improvement. In another hadith from Tirmidhi, Prophet ﷺ said that Qiyamul Layl is da'bu Saliheen. Da'bu means the habit. The habit of Saliheen is Qiyamul Layl. Habit. This is their habit. Like fishing that we say. This is their habit. Da'bu Saliheen. So this is again, and also the Abdullah bin Salam. Abdullah bin Salam, one of the companion, which previously Abdullah bin Salam is Jews or Nasrani, so previously, and then become Muslim. So when Prophet Salam came to Madinah, then Abdullah Salam try to find Prophet Muhammad SAW. And the first time Abdullah bin Salam see the face of Prophet Salam, what he said? لَيْسَ هَذَا وَجْهٌ كَاذِبٌ. This is not the face of liar. So many times, new people who heard the Prophet Salam is liar, then he meet Prophet Salam, the first impression is, this is not face of liar. So this kind of face is not the face of liar. And related to Qiyamul Layl, one of the way to have this bright face is by Qiyamul Layl. Because in one of the hadiths, Allah will give the nur, the light to the face of people who perform the Qiyamul Layl. Okay? Again, this many impression to our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Laysa hada wajhun kadhib. This is not the face of liar. And then one of the nasihat of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that he said to those people, and including Abdullah bin Salam. And this is interesting how the message of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is related to the name of Abdullah bin Salam. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Afsus salam. So spread salam. Wa ut'imu ta'am. And give feed to people. And then wa qiyamu bil layl wa nasu niyam. And perform pray in the night time when most people is asleep. What is the reward in the end of the hadith? Tadkhulul jannata bis salam. So you will enter Jannah in a peace way. So this is again good character of Prophet. He know Abdullah bin Salam is listen. So he choose special words. Afsus salam wa at'imu ta'am wa qumu bil layli wan nasu niyam. Tadkhulul jannata bis salam. Abdullah bin Salam is among those people. That's why Abdullah bin Salam is the one who spread this hadith, because this hadith is really touch him, touch himself, because it's related with his name. And so this is how Prophet Salam touch people, make people change by this, even by the choose of the words. Okay? But again, the message is we need to improve this. And if you want to be Saliheen, then we know Da'bu Saliheen, the habit of Saliheen is Qiyamul Layl. In one of the hadiths, even Jibril said to Prophet Sallam, Izzun Nas Qiyamuhu Bil Layl. Izzun Nas, is the highest level of person is Qiyamuhu Bil Layl. Is his pray in the night time. So his level is depend on his pray in the night time. Okay? So again, related to this hadith, we should start incrementally and not perform even one night and then many, but then 1 week, never again. So we need to perform incrementally. Even start from one witr, one rakat of witr, then it is okay, inshallah. Even we wake up, we perform wudu, and then just read Quran. This is also inshallah better, because in the Surah Al-Dhariyat, qalilan min al-layli ma yahjaun, there are few time to sleep. So wake up and doing ibadat, this is good. And if we pray, so this is better, inshallah. So again, may Allah SWT give us hidayah, give us tawfiq to perform this and to perform the habit of Saliheen. And the last, maybe in the book of this, there's story about there's two stories. First, in the time of Prophet Sallam, when guests coming to Prophet Sallam, so usually then they spend the night and they make some tent. And Prophet Sallam haven't met them. So Prophet Sallam didn't know which tent are they. But when Prophet Sallam look them in the night time, how Prophet Sallam recognize one guest from other guest. This is guest from Pakistan, this is guest from India, this is guest from Indonesia, for instance, just like it. Because many tribes in Arabic in those times. So how Prophet Sallam or how people recognize each other when they want to find in the night time the special tent? How do you think? Right now, maybe they put the name in the base of the tent. But at that time, how they recognize? They recognize by the sound of the way they read the prayer. So they come to the tent and they hear, this is how the Pakistani pray. So the dialect of Pakistani. So they know this is the tent of Pakistan. This is the dialect of Indonesian. So this is the tent of Indonesia. So this is so that that's their condition. Night time they spend for prayer, so they can recognize using this prayer. And also when we walk to the village of Muslim at the time, so we hear the sound of bee. This is the sound of people who recite Quran in that time, in the night, in the village of Muslim at the time. So we can see, of course we cannot perform this in Japan, but I don't know, in Pakistani or Indonesia. Today, if we come to the village of Indonesian Muslims, what we hear, even in the 2 o'clock, did we hear this voice? So maybe, mostly no. Maybe now we hear the sound of what? 2 o'clock, maybe some people watching football maybe too. Usually in Indonesia the time is like that. But if we can also perform Salatul Layl, it will be better, inshallah. Okay. So again, may Allah SWT give us tawfiq and hidayah, and may Allah SWT make us one of the Saliheen and perform the Saliheen. The habit of Saliheen is to pray in the night and to be istiqamah in this amal, inshallah. Hadana Allah wa iyyakum.